hair is going to squeak throughout this video. Anyway, hello again. So today I'm finally putting the video up on time. It's still Friday in Australia, which is Thursday in America. Who knows? But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed your Valentine's Day and all. Mine was very productive, just going food shopping with my mum. Yep, that's how we roll. So yeah, today hopefully the lighting will not screw up because I'm further away from the window. So yeah, you're near my bookshelf. Anyway, but today I'm going to talk about some random crap. Souls. Wow, I can't talk. Blah. Okay, so yeah, I'm just gonna talk about random crap. I was gonna do a room tour, but my room is hella messy. I'm not planning to clean it until tomorrow or something. I'll put the fan next to me because it's still summer in Australia. Anyway, so I'm just going to talk some random stuff and maybe talk about some of the books here because, I don't know, like share some of my interest and all, and you guys can let me know what kind of genre you guys are into because I'd really like to know. So I'm finally back up and like kind of doing a schedule again with my other videos on my other channel, which I'm really happy about. For some reason it's a lot of hard work, but I'm dealing with it. So yeah. Also, I currently don't have a job anymore. My contract ended with the company that I was working with, and so I'm looking for another job, and in Australia it's like really hard. So it's been a fun few weeks trying to look for a job, and I've been to like four interviews. I have another one next week, and I don't know, like you feel like you've done done all the best you could. You feel great when you walk out, and they're like, "Oh, sorry, you're unsuccessful." And you're like, "Are you blipping serious?" Oh, it annoys me because you feel so confident, yet you don't get the job. So I'm like, what is this? And it's like jobs that I am qualified for, so I'm like, how am I not getting it? Who knows? But anyway, lame. The weather in Australia has been pretty good, like Brisbane where I live, been really good. I heard like America, I think it was like in New York, like, wasn't it Nemo? Cyclone or tornado? Nemo? I don't know. Yeah, I just heard Nemo and I was like, why is it a fish? But yeah, I hope you guys are alright. It looked pretty cool seeing snow. Like in Brisbane we don't have snow. There's only one area in whole entire Australia where it has snow, and that's probably the most boring state though, because that's where like Parliament and stuff is. So it's not that fun there. But yeah. But yeah. What's happening in England anyway? Any natural disasters happening with you guys? I know like Australia, like I think I've told you guys on Facebook how there was the floods, and on the other side of the country there's bushfires. Woo! Fun. But yeah, that always happens. Like it's been really, I don't know, like bushfires happen every year, but floods don't. There's usually like a drought or flood or nothing. But in 2011 in Queensland where I live, it flooded so much, and it was quite devastating for a lot of people. Thankfully I was like on top of like a mountain like this, like ding, and yeah, I was fine. But the rest of the people on the IKEA was doomed. And the really sad part is that they were still like, you know, renovating, rebuilding their houses like the beginning of this year, and then another flood hits. This flood wasn't as bad, but like oh wait, there was two places that flood was bad. Like floods usually go up above like where the roofs are. It's just like, you know, a swimming pool. But I feel really bad, like some of the other kind of suburbs got hit so got hit so badly, and they got hit really badly in 2011 as well, and they were still rebuilding. So yeah, and there was also this drinking water thing where they're like, oh, in the next 6 hours there will not be any more drinking water, and I was like, oh, I'm screwed. That's all I was thinking about. So my mum and I were really kind of stressed because they showed the suburbs where it was like, don't drink your water, any of that kind of stuff, and there was one suburb where it's only like a few kilometers away, and I was like, oh, we are doomed. And that whole entire day I didn't have a shower. Like, I was watching the news for the whole entire day to see if the water was fine, and then about 5 it was like, oh yeah, the water's all cool now, it's alright. So I'm like, oh, thank you. So I like jumped in the shower. I was like, I don't want to get sick. So yeah, anyway, enough about random shit. I'll show you some of the books that I have. So I'll show you the book that I'm currently reading, which is grotesque, however you want to pronounce it, and the author is Natsuo Kirino. Curious fact about me, I do know Japanese. But this is all in English, and I have the other 2 books that she's wrote as well. It's kind of joined with this. It's a crime, kind of murder, Lolita, pedophile, you know, going down that weird track. And if you know, or heard, seen, listened to Japanese stuff, and Japan in general, Japan's very, so yeah. And I'm a quarter Japanese, so I kind of get the, so yeah. And oh my god, one of my friends was like, why is Japan so weird and so crazy? And I was like to her, you know, I honestly don't know, because Japan, from what I know of, because I've done ancient history and all that stuff, but also other research, not at school, is like they wrote about bestiality back in the ancient times, like ancient Japanese. It was in scribes and everything. So I was like, well, I don't know, it's probably in their blood or something, because they've written about bestiality back when there was no flushing toilets. So I was like, I don't know, they're just all weird all around. But man, that's how I explain some of myself as well. Anyway, I'll show you the other 2 books. Ugh, grabby. So the other 2 books, so Real World and Out. I've read these 2. I really love this one. It's such a small book, but I love it because it's more like they're teenagers and all. I would suggest you guys, like, maybe depending on what kind of genre you like. If you like kind of crime, teenage, kind of murder stuff, maybe like have a read of the blurb online or something. But yeah, it's his whole face there, if you're wondering. But yeah, it depends on everyone, like these kind of books. But how I really see these, like why I really love these type of books, is because it's like real Japan. It's, you know, everyone is so bottled, like their emotions are so bottled, they're so passive, and when it all comes out, crazy shit happens and all. And I've seen this, like I've watched Japanese news, and there's a lot of weird stuff that happens on, like murders, and just some weird sick stuff. Like I was watching the news, or Japanese news once, and this lady, or mother, she put her son, I think it was son or child, let's say child, in the washing machine. What the hell? Like, and actually washed the child. I don't know if the child died or not. I didn't get up to that part, I don't think. But yeah, I was like, what the hell? I don't know, like she went to jail. But in Japan they have the death sentence, and this one guy, he was probably about like early 20s, he killed I think 1 or 2 people. Death sentence. I know everyone has kind of a different opinion about death sentence. I personally kind of, I believe in the death sentence, but it really does depend on what they've done. Like, if it's a pedophile who's touched children and all that stuff, honestly, I don't think they should be even on this earth. They shouldn't even be walking on our freaking soil. It's because it's just gross. And murderers, serial killers, psychopaths goes into murderers, serial killers. I think they should as well. Like, it does depend. Like, if someone goes, oh my god, I accidentally killed them. Like, they ran to, like, I don't know, they shot someone by accident and that person died, and they were like, oh my god, and the police arrested them and he's sentenced for life in jail. That is probably a different situation, because if it was accident. But if it's a serial killer, enjoys killing, I honestly think they should just be put to death, because they shouldn't be on the soil. They should just be down in hell chilling with all the other crazy people. So yeah. But yeah, so anyway, moving on. Okay, so moving off serial killers and all that kind of jazz, I'm going to show you some other books that I have. By the way, my chair is really squeaky, so right here is all manga. Anyway, so I'll show you some other books. Not all these other books are crime. So I'll show you like this section. So yeah, so just pick up these four. These four are actually all, Penguin books. So I got Animal Farm, Lady in the Lake, Dracula, and 1984. And all. I really like reading these books because, like, this one is based on like kind of historical kind of stuff, and it's kind of depending on the era where they wrote this. They kind of put a little bit of, their kind of history, their life, or their scenery. Same like Animal Farm. If you've never read these, I would highly suggest to read these, because it's just good to know about history and how other people kind of see it in a different light in novels. And yeah. So the other four is more classic books. This one is One Day of Ivan Donosovich. Not many people have heard this book, well, people that I know of. Basically, this is a true story, ish. He does tweak it a bit, I think, but it's basically, it's kind of in between, where World War II happened, ish. Basically, there was another leader in Russia, and he's worse than Hitler. I think he's called Hans. I don't know, forgot. But there was a way powerful, crazy, didn't care about anyone person worse than Hitler. Lots of people think that Hitler was the worst of the worst, but this guy was the worst. Not the author. Then I got The Crucible, which is based in, when the English moved to America, and it's about, witches and all that kind of jazz. Then I got The Picture of Dorian Gray, which I love. All the movies, all the remakes are always fun to watch, and also the book. And then I got Warm Bodies, and I can't wait to see this movie, because yeah, it's like zombies falling in love, well, a zombie falling in love. So cute. I'll just skim through these ones really fast because this video is going to be long. But the next two is, this one is the Katzenberg Tales. This is before, I think, yeah, kind of before William Shakespeare, I think. It's super big and has so many crazy poems and stuff that it is so hard to read. Like, if you think Shakespeare is hard to read, this one's hella hard. But yeah, I really find this interesting because it has kind of it's really like, you don't understand it, but then you read it a few times, you understand it. So yeah. And then the last one that I want to show you guys, because these are the books I kind of want to show you, because I think everyone should read these, or at least read the back of them. And this is The Book Thief. This is based in World War II, basically in Germany. where they're killing off the Jewish people and all. This is a very sad book, but it's super easy to read, so it's good for anybody. So yeah. Alright, so the next books around here, I just got some, that's my chair, got some Dexter, I got some kind of Chinese dragon books, got Alice in Wonderland, kind of the hard book cover, it's an old version from Brown Watson version. And then I have two books there, which is the only romantic books that I have, and they're from a Japanese author. Okay, so that will be my video today. Let me know what kind of genres you like, and if you ever read any of those kind of classic books, let me know. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. And I have to edit this video and upload it now. See ya! Bye bye!